then sweet, we have access to the liveness of livings. Right. Anyway, we have got things to do. Let's shut that off though. What's going on, peeps? What's going on, peeps? Going on, peeps? Post that. Bosh. Bosh. Don't need that. Sound. Looks good to me, man. Sweet. What's going on, people? What is going on? Well, it's been a bit of time since the previous career modes, but we are here. We are ready. And we're just actually loading a setup right now. So, you know. Don't even know what this setup is, but I'm going to rock it anyway. And then I'm just going to change it so it suits my liking. Sound. Right. Cool. I can quit out of that. Don't need that no more. If you guys are going to be, or if you guys are in the stream right now, first of all, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. And if you're not, and you watch the video afterwards, hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, drop it a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are new around here as well, goes a long, long way. Long, long way indeed. Right, we get out of this now. We don't need to be in this. We do not need to be in any of this. We do not need this. Career mode. Drive a career. With my Merc. Get me in it. Oosh. Bang. Swallop. Fantastic. That is what we are needing right now. Cool. Sweet. Right. That loaded up quicker than I expected. So we can ignore that. And we can chuck me to baby size and throw me down the middle. And get me out of the way of everything. Boom. There we go. Right. This is early days, but that's 50 Driver Championships points to the bag. Keep up the good work. Sweet, you know, no problem, love. Oi! There's a secret meeting to go to. I'm interested to go to this secret meeting. This meeting is going to be so secret that I'm showing all of you right now my secret meeting. Right, who's... Oh, McLaren have come along. Oh, hello, boys. What's going on? Okay. Okay. They're trying to get me on board. Piss off. I'm a Merc man, mate. Come on now. Pfft, you're just customers. I'm a manufacturer.
Hey, me again. Been chatting with some of the team higher-ups, and they're delighted with the loyalty you're showing to the team and the project.
Mate, I'm loyal.
Now's a good time to ask for a bonus. Or a boat. Or whatever it is you people get up to out of the car.
Blowjobs. Right, no. Honestly... I should be the one getting a bonus because I'm the one staying loyal to the team. So let's respect this. We've got goals available. Complete 3 laps using at least 2 different engine components or drive 90 miles. So we'll do that one because that's going to be easy. This one we've got receive fewer than 3 corner cutting warning / penalties during the race weekend. That's probably impossible. Complete 5 laps in a practice session. We'll be doing that anyway. Quality assurance tester, lift and coast for 25 seconds or more during a race weekend, or spend over 45 seconds in 4th gear. I guess the lift and coast one, we could do a bit of lift and coast. Lift and coast. Practice program, complete 1 or earn 5 championships points. We'll go with the championship points because it's slightly harder. Right, with that being said and done, we now need to have a look at where we stand in everything right here, right now. Excuse me, right, R&D progression. In fact, there's no point in even viewing that because we can't see it properly until we do all the upgrades. So let's just get things onto the car. Bang, go on the Venturi tunnels. Bang goes on the turbo materials. And then bang goes on the weekly resources.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come
Cheers,
through
mate.
without any issue.
I'm literally not bothered by it. Shut up, you're irrelevant now. Where the fuck have Aston Martin come from? Hang on a minute. Where have Aston Martin come from now? How have they got one of the fastest... This bollocks, mate. That's bullshit. How are they fastest? Nah, I can't be out... Anyway, we'll get the season break out of the way. That's outrageous. I mean, hopefully we've got more upgrades coming. I can't afford anything, so... Right, cockpit weight reductions on the car. The plank is on the car. This is my power unit one, isn't it? Oh, mate, we've got the bollocks coming on this car up. Mate, get ready because we're gonna be rapid if that's the case. Oh yes, son. Get these slaps straight on. You love to see it. Let's get into the weekend and showcase to you guys the geniusness that's gone on back at Brackley to get these upgrades on the car. Oh, Hamilton's going to be expressing his praises over this one right now. He's literally going to be dribbling in his mouth. Oh, fuck off, it's raining. Oh, for the race. Oh, you're taking the piss, man. Oh, I hate it. I hate wet races. Oh, well. Anyway, we can't do anything about that, but what we can do is have a look at the R&D progress. So we've closed up massively now to Red Bull. Aston Martin have made a jump to third in the championship ahead of McLaren and Ferrari. The rest are way down the order. And if anything is like our trend, which is fourth, then a win, then no points and a win, we're not expected to win this Grand Prix. We can't win this race. It's just part of the trend. We can't break it. But what we can do is get on with our practice and see where we go. So, let's go straight into FP1, showcase all the deets, and let's crack on with it. I'm ready.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Hello. That was very intimidating in my ears. Right, let's get the setup on the car and have a look at it first because everybody's car setups are, while they are, well, somewhat interesting, the delta between 35, that's okay, that's okay, I like that on 52 normally, we'll rock with that. I don't like so basically what a lot of people do is that they have the the gap distance between the front wing and the rear wing are so dramatic, obviously for the front end turning overpoweredness on this game. I hate it though, so like I'm just not doing that. So we start with track acclimatization. Hopefully you guys are doing very well. Hope you guys are having a great day, great holiday, great whatever, just having a good time in life. I would not be happy if you're not. Oh yes, get that arse out, son. That's what we do around here. We get the bunda going. Right. That is a bad turn in, but we've got plenty of time on the exit to recover that. Necessary.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. We're approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Well, it hasn't really made a difference because there's not many high-speed corners on here, so I don't mind bashing the wing there. It's practice. I'm turning wrong there. Just let the car drag out wide. Oh shit, I'm going to miss it. Bollocks! Good thing about practice is we can flashback. We're allowed to, in practice only, flashback because it gives us a chance to practice. I mean, it doesn't help as well that I am running with a damaged wing in this lap, but a bit more, basically I lifted off too early on the brakes there, so good note for next time. We'll take that, we will understand, we will learn, we will progress. How the fuck did I miss that? Right, we need to adjust our final corners now. What did I do wrong then? So we got the first apex. Alright, we took way too much curb on the inside of that. Sort of lifted us up. Basically, I just straight lined it. There's no other way of saying it. Like, straight up, just, yeah, bit of a pleb there. Why is that in my way? I can't even read the chat properly. This is annoying. Oh, Canada, only track in the game I can drive. Well, maybe Monza as well. I mean, Canada is a lovely track to drive. It's really fun. It is very simple, and I enjoy it for that. Probably one of the only I mean, I can drive every track. Just Canada probably quicker than many others. Especially when I'm half a tenth behind Gasly, and he's literally on the soft tyres. But we always know what happens during a race weekend. We always know. Fuel management's probably an interesting one to do. So, fine, I'll repair the car. Sorry. Jesus, it's about to ruin my face. Right, I don't think I've done a fuel management one before actually, so this will be interesting to see how we get on. See if we can get it rocking and rolling. Excuse me. I've got hiccups for days, and I know why I've got hiccups. It's because I absolutely demolished a massive dinner like 5 minutes ago. Now I'm full of energy, but I'm full, and I'm fat now, I'm bloated. Oh god, lifting and coasting is not my forte. we must learn from this. Here we go. Whoa. Need ones have stepped at me then. How do you lift and coast properly? I don't do this wizardry stuff. Right, I'm genuinely coasting as much as I can coast in my life. I'm coasting more than a coaster. Nailed that. Mate, this is ridiculous in order to try and receive your fuel target. This amount of coasting is bollocks, man. How is this even fair? That is crap. I do not like that at all.
We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to
Like,
the garage.
don't get me wrong, I am never ever in my life going to lift and coast that dramatically. Like, just flat out ever. I do not like that, and I will not be doing that lift and coast. Look at it, right? Do you know what's hilarious? I literally lifted off the throttle, for example, going into the hairpin, and there's still elements of it where it's like, yeah, you used too much fuel, son. How? What do you mean, how? Bollocks that. I mean, I ain't doing that. Stupid. I refuse. Get me into some race management. Let's get learning this track. Let's get a couple of laps of my belts. Eventually, anyway. When we get going.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
What was your thoughts on the F1 journey, by the way? Feedback on that would be great. Really happy to get that season going now. And for those of you that are just straight up Mercedes career mode fans and have no interest in the F1 journey whatsoever, have no fear. As you can see, I'm still making the series. It's just... my life has been mad the past 2 weeks, it must be said. Like, completely bonkers. I just have not had time at all to do anything. Only really just started to refine my rhythm of life, so apologies for the issues. I'm only using DRS in this race simulation because I'm within the second. Whoa! If I overtake Piastri, then I'm not going to use DRS. If that makes sense. Bit of smoke there. Is he on a hot lap, or is he on a... no, he is on a hot lap. He is doing a sort of race run. It's just... it's annoying because he is using more engine mode. I'm just going to cheese that corner and get past him. This is the way I did. Still a little bit of unsettlement around the rear end. So I'll have a look at that, see if I can do something. It's not terrible. It's mostly turns 1 and 2 where the rear end is not compliant enough. We'll have a nosy. Sometimes I wonder whether I even bother doing these race runs, because at the end of the day, I'm literally going to be racing in the wet, so this is kind of useless for me. Okay, so I can actually brake a little bit later for the last corner, then slap on a bit more. Okay, that's good to know. Too early for that corner. Need to brake later. Oop, rear end. Still not happy with the rear end of the car. Still not happy. Get on the grass there. That's not going to help. So here, that was just before the 50-meter board. Wow. A lot of braking can be done there. I have a feeling that my tyre wear is going to be a problem though. Do feel that. I know we put an upgrade on for tyre wear, which is great, but the rear end is still unstable. So I'm probably going to have to reduce the front wing angle, because I'm happy with the rear wing angle in terms of how much straight line speed I've got, because ultimately it's going to be wet, so I don't need DRS open all the time. But I just feel like there's still a lot of instability, so we need to... Oh shit. That was me not concentrating. See there again, it's just stepping out on me. Not putting that much throttle down as well. Sorry, not much throttle or steering angle. And it's just attacking the rear end. Which for a wet race as well is not going to go well. Are we overheating the rears? Not really. I'm just not happy with the... I've got to dial it out. I'm basically starting every single session with an oversteery car, dialing it out then so it gets back to the understeery state. Don't get me wrong, I like a car that rotates into a corner nice and quickly, but I really just need a well-balanced car. Not something that just floats around like a lullaby, you know what I'm saying? I am using DRS as well on these, I shouldn't be. I have noticed that I've still been using DRS, but it is what it is. Stop braking too early for that corner, man. Moron.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
So what's the delta that I'm doing then? I also need to look at upgrades, because I'm not looking properly at what upgrades we're doing to match with that. So in terms of the tyre life, we're actually exceeding the tyre wear, which is interesting. So we're doing better on tyre wear. Right. Or is that, sorry, is that good? No, yeah, it's a good thing. Right, so the setup-wise on the car then, so we've got a difference of 6 clicks, so I'm going to drop it down so that we're only a 3-click difference, and try and restabilize the front end of the car. We are going to retire from session though, because I've done my practice, so don't need to do any more.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next...
Thanks, Crofty, for informing me. Not bothered. Right. I do not need to be a part of FP2. So we will quick practice it and get the other bits that we are missing. So we're missing 3 on this one, so we'll just do this one now for this. Sweet. And then this one. Right, just because I corner cut doesn't mean you have to fail it. Q. 1 for fuel management. Sweet. And then 1 for race. Right, there's nothing there for race strategy on that one. So we kind of have to just do this one, I think. Or can I do the other one? Well, if I just do this one, maybe it's just bugged. I'm going to go with it's bugged because it's allowed me to go through. Cool. Right. Now, the last thing that we need to do is I need to change engine components because I believe it's my ICE is heavily worn. So we kind of don't really want to be touching it no more. Yes, the ICE 83% now. So we're going to swap that out for a brand new ICE. We're going to get a brand new MGUH. And this is quite worn, the turbocharger, but it can go another race. So we'll let it go another race. And that's where we stand with things. So we're going to go straight into Qualifiant. Oh yeah, I forgot about the resource points. We get another 300 of those. That's good. We can use that towards some upgrades towards the end of the race. We'll do this at the end. We don't need to do them now. All things said and done. Boop, boo doo doo doo.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Canada at the wonderful Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Who's going to come out fastest of all?
My webcam's too small, but it looks okay.
Yes, it's time.
Cheers, Crofty. Much appreciated. Right, so I'm happy with the rear wing. It just means that I've got to float around with the front wing if there's too much understeer too much oversteer in the car. So we're gonna go out and flying lap and see where we can get on in this race. Hope for the best. If we die, we die. Quite a bleak way of putting it, but yes. I've left a lot of fuel on board. I'm probably going to just try and dial that out at the end of Q3. That's if I get to Q3, obviously. Yeah, it's a lot less front-end turning now to deal with, which is fine. A lot more compliant now. Yeah, this is better. Much happier with the car now. Sebastian, is that a bit high for the downforce of Canada? Yes, is the answer. But it's wet for the race, so we don't necessarily need to put more top-end speed on. We'll keep some downforce on the car. Sacrifice the straight line speed in the dry for basically a better wet setup. I believe the initial setup was 4130 on the wing level. So we've added 5 extra clicks of... or 5 extra points, sorry, that's a bit tight around here. 5 extra points of, what's it called? 5 extra points of rear downforce. Apologies. What the fuck would you drive into me for? Yes, we've added on 5 extra points of rear downforce and taken away 3 clicks. So, in some regards, whilst I am adding more rear wing on, which will increase the downforce more, by taking some front wing off, it also does reduce a little bit of downforce as well. So it kind of evens out, but literally because of the race being wet, there is no real point in lowering the wing levels. So we're kind of all right with that. We go fastest though. Don't worry about the lap times that you're seeing. It all closes back down again in the end of Q3, so I'm not concerned that I'm 7/10 clear. And obviously, no one else has set their laps yet, so you know, things can be different. Especially I'm looking at Verstappen, basically. And he's 7/10 off. But like I said, qualifying makes a difference. So, sorry, sessions make the difference. So I'm not concerned. Refreshing. Right, well, we're not going out for another lap because there is absolutely no point. So, we get ourselves through. Hamilton is also through into the next session, which is lovely. Have you got any heavy hitters that have gone out in Q1? Nope, 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 no. What's your thoughts, actually, as well, on Logan Sargent being dropped by Williams? They've replaced him now. I'm surprised, to be honest, for me, that they didn't drop him at the end of the Belgian Grand Prix. I guess they wanted to give him one chance after the season break, but yeah, I'm kind of not surprised, but at the same time, I feel like it's the right call from Williams, in my opinion. I just think Logan Sargent, for me, I put it politely in my tweet because it'd be a bit more politeful on Twitter, but he's, for me, probably one of the worst Formula 1 drivers ever to enter the sport. You are a fucking moron. Probably one of the worst. Actually, let me get a gap. Sort around this. I genuinely believe he's one of the worst Formula 1 drivers we've ever had. He was shit, basically. There's no other word for it. I'm not letting Bottas through. I'll be quicker than him anyway, so it's fine. Couldn't even see the brake marker ball on the side then. What was my lap in Q? I can't remember what my lap was in Q1. I'm gonna lie. Completely forgot. Bit wide. Get away with it. I think I found the perfect set of balance, to be honest. Just added an extra click of front wing. Just gives a bit more pointiness to the front end and doesn't destabilise the rear. Which is perfect, what I want. I like doing some setup chasing. Well, like Japan, for example, was just never even found it. Definitely broke, maybe correctly, but my turning was quite poor there. So 110.3. I think Perez set, sorry, 10.2, my apologies. I think Perez set a 10.5, which if he did, then that's a massive gain of performance from the AIs. Or big drop-off from me, one of the two. Yeah, because that is a big drop-off from me. Although I've gone much slower in the final sector. I don't think I got that chicane right at all. If I nailed the chicane, I'd be okay. Fair enough. Well, we live with what we got. Verstappen goes there. Hamilton goes into P4. And he's only half a second off of me, but 2/10 off the Red Bulls. So we're definitely closing in on them in just general performance. Let's see who goes out for another lap. Only the guys in from 8th lower. So at least Hamilton doesn't have to waste a set of tyres, I suppose. Unless he gets knocked out now, of course, which he doesn't, which is fine. It's just Sainz that does another lap. So he goes P4. And let's have a look. And then Ocon out. Both visas are out. Sauber out. Magnussen out. Pace-wise, Zhou was magnitudes worse than Zandvoort. Logan's spin was regrettable, of course, but the parts he destroyed were illegal anyway. I mean, here's the thing, right? So, the parts that were illegal in the Parc Fermé specifications. So, in some regards, yes, but you have to remember that the floor that they used for the Dutch Grand Prix is the exact same floor that they used. Sorry, the floor that they got disqualified with at the Dutch Grand Prix is the same floor that they carried on with in the race. It was the same thing. All they did, I think, they obviously won't give it away, but basically there was one part of the floor which basically just went out too much. So literally, it's just a case of sanding the floor down and just cutting it by, I think it was 0.3 millimeters, if I was correct with the sources that were stating it, which is genuinely nothing. Ultimately, it's illegal anyway, and you're right. But I get what you're saying. I agree with you. Guan Yu Zhou is also up there as one of the worst Formula 1 drivers on the grid. The thing is Zhou initially impressed, and that's kind of the annoying thing. He was actually decent in 2022 and a bit of 2023, but this year in particular, 24, he has been woeful. So I do understand what you're saying, and not necessarily defending Logan Sargent, but countering that Zhou was in there. Yes, Sargent did effectively break an illegal flaw at the time, but we don't know. I mean, they would have done more checking or whatever for that flaw, which they've obviously done. And like I said, they didn't change the flaw afterwards. They just had to shave like millimeters worth of width on it. It's too long. Which is still illegal. It's like George Russell's penalty. But I just think Zhou's got a bit more credibility to his name than Sargent. Not this year, of course. This year, Zhou's been terrible. Too early for the corner, man. You need to stop braking too early there. I've been helped by Leclerc. This lap's been terrible. I'm going to not carry it on. I'm not happy with that. I made a mess of turn 1, made a mess of that corner in turn 4, I think it was. So I'm going to back out and go again. I think it's the sensible option. It's not ideal. So 10.320 is what Verstappen's done. Last qualifying that we just did in Q2, we did a 10.223. So effectively, my best lap is still better than what Verstappen's ultimate best is. So I just got to get it together. And obviously, I haven't dialed out the fuel either. Oh, it's so hard to see the brake marker boards on the other side now. Because of the bloody shadows that have gone in, it's so hard to see them. I actually think also taking a click of front wing in. Which way have I gone? An extra click of front downforce is the wrong way to go. I need to tone it back again because I've re-lost the ability of stability, if that makes sense. Bloody shadows have blocked my marker board references. Really annoying. Leclerc with a 10-1. Jesus. Oh. That was a shit lap. Genuinely, that was a shit lap. I hated it. Nothing about that lap was good. I know I cut this corner, which kind of annoys a bit, but I lost time on the exit. Wow. Wow. That is an atrocious lap. Straight up. We've got time to use. So first things first, we've added the clicker downforce. I don't like it. I'm going to take the click back out. It's not suiting the car much. Also in the setup, we're going to take out all of the remaining fuel. We're then going to use my final set of softs. And then we're going to bank on another lap. I'm surprised Leclerc's put that lap in. That's a great lap from Charles Leclerc. So overall, we're 2 tenths down in sector 1, a 10th down on Leclerc. So overall, so that's I guess the benefit. Where we basically corner cut and exceeded, we actually lost overall time to everybody else in sector 1 apart from Stroll downwards. Sector 2, we were basically even. Sector 3, we gained some time back. So let's skip forwards a little bit and try and set a better lap than that, basically. If we can. We might not. Who knows? Let's do it. Next time as well, I'm not going to eat a massive meal before stream. Because I've got hiccups galore right now. It's doing my head in. Right, it's now or never for this lap. What a night and day difference this lap is. Holy shit. What an outrageous lap. Outrageous lap. Holy crap.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
I'm sorry, but taking out the fuel load and then just dialing back that one click of front wing is the most transformative thing on the planet, man.
Well, that
Holy
qualifying, but don't worry,
moly!
we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand
pace.
Prix.
Wow. That was quite magical, I think is the word we need to use there. Magical. Super happy with that lap. Holy moly. Well, we're on pole. That was insane. What a lap. Holy crap. Problem is, I don't know what my wet weather running's like. I've no idea. It's going to be a completely different ball game. Madness. Wow. Right. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do is I am busting for the toilet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let you guys basically watch the pre-race cutscene, and I'm just going to mute myself and remove myself. So enjoy the cutscene while I take a toilet break before I compete in a nice wet race. As you're going to see, it's going to be nice and soaking and terrible and horrible and miserable, and I'm going to cry in my pants. So that's if it ever wants to load. Is it ever going to load? Or does it refuse to load? I'm going to go on the line of refusing to load. Come on. People want to watch. Please. No? Wowzers. I'll let you guys watch this out.
Montreal is not only the second largest French-speaking city in the world, but it's home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. The name Villeneuve looms large over this one, but who can write their own legends today? It's a tricky circuit to tackle in wet conditions, with top speed still of critical importance down the long back straight. There are 2.7 miles and 14 corners overall on this circuit that in the dry can see average lap speeds of around 130 miles per hour. We'll be lucky to get anywhere near that today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Fox lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Stroll, Perez, Gasly, Magnussen, Bottas, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Joe, Sargent, Albon, and Fernando Alonso rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. We've heard all the rumours this week about this driver, and in the words of Joe Strummer, should I stay or should I go? And it seems, according to the rumours, they're staying.
It is a really interesting scenario. So this could mean two things. It could mean that they may have a better offer, or they've decided to stay with their team. So I really wonder today if we can tell by the driving style in the race whether they'll be showing off to maybe get someone's attention, or if they're going to take it a little bit more easy because they've got a secure situation going for them.
I told you it'd be raining. Told you it was. Told you it'd be wet. Right, what's the stats then? Wet all race. Good, amazing, fantastic. I'll leave it on 60. I'll leave the fuel where it is, because I think the fuel weight's slightly higher, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, cool, right, amazing. I can't wait to race in the wet, because I love racing in the wet. Let's do this. Shout out to the club for starting on the front row. Wow, okay. Bit of a scruffy-ish start, but we pulled it back, though. Need Verstappen is challenging Leclerc. Holy crap! Whoa! Why did I just have so much oversteer? That was unusual. A lot of oversteer. Probably because of the amount of Max is closing. I think we'll be okay going into here. Oopsie, don't be doing that too many times. I already don't like these conditions.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
I don't know, like straight away, the car doesn't feel nice at all in these conditions. That's not feeling great. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the conditions right now. A lot of lock-up on the brakes, especially on the rears. Just got to sort of drive it out, I think. Try and adapt or perish. Great if I could stop hitting that wall as well.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear.
Wow, I'm already overheating the
The
rears.
energy store's depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity
So.
will drop.
Got good pace, but I'm overheating the rears like mad already. Oh, my controller batteries just died. My controller batteries are dying a lot more frequently nowadays. I don't know whether this charge station is just not charging them up enough, or whether they just naturally just... This hasn't even gone in properly. I have not plugged this in properly. Come back. What the... Why won't that clip in properly? Right, I've never ever had an issue trying to plug in a controller in my... That is because this one is just broken on me. I've lost a piece. That's the middle piece. Is that a terrible thing for me to lose? Not really. It still works. I just seem to have lost a piece. The other one's okay. Right. I know that flashbacks are not allowed in the races, but because I specifically lost my batteries and they died, I will be allowed to flash back here. Much slower in a straight line we are. Car's just slid.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't
Wow.
burn out your tyres.
Slid like a mother trucker then. It's almost as if the car's become more pointy again. I don't quite understand how this car has transformed from being quick in the dry to, yeah, I'm quicker than the eyes in the wet, just, but the car has become terrible. Like, I hate driving this car right now. It's shite, is the honest answer. My question is what's this dry weather going to do? Because right now, if we're boxing, I'm boxing on, I'm going to have to take out some front downforce again. Because it's far too pointy again. Look at that. Just slides into it. It's almost like in the dry, there's not enough slipperiness in the conditions to make it do that.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a little while longer. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.7 seconds.
Yeah, so it's almost as if there's not enough. There's enough grip in dry tyres to cooperate with what I'm trying to do, but in the wet, especially when I've got more front downforce on, by turning the car in, it's just doing that extra bit of sliding on the rear end. But realistically, I need to be running with less front downforce to control the rear end. Because all I'm doing is sliding this rear end and overheating the rear tyres. Not overheating them, sorry, just wearing them out naturally as well. I'll get used to it as I drive along, don't get me wrong. But they are going to overheat if I don't look after them enough. So we need to get to like lap 16 as well to, what was it, lap 17. We need to do half race distance on these tyres. We've done 5 laps and we're on 20%. So we're doing 20, 40, 60. We'll get there, but with higher levels of that. Brake bias forwards. Can't really go much forwards than this, to be honest. Try it though, mate. I'll give it a whirl for a lap. See how we go. Track's drying up though. It stopped raining. This wasn't part of the script.
got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of
Okay.
it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
I know I'm racing very badly and I'm cutting corners and stuff like this. I'm just struggling to read how the car works in these conditions. What I can read, though, is the track is getting quicker because we've just gone purple in the middle sector, so the track is drying. It's not what I expected at all.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
So more rain.
We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters.
Right, so they don't know at this point. That's a worry. So we're going to have like a 10-minute sprint on some dry tyres for a bit. Oh, Sonoda's out.
Mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you.
I love working with you too, Mark. Let's have sex later, yeah? Right, what's Sonoda doing? What's my man causing problems for now? It's just a simple mechanical failure by the looks of it. Nothing seems to be going on with the engine, although if you go on board with them, you seem to, if I can speak, seem to see it more predominantly. I'm also going to... I paused in a stupid place to look at that Sonoda incident. Pull it back there so I can actually take the corner properly. God alive. Becoming even worse. Yeah, we're killing these tyres. Killing the rears, man. Let's get an update, shall we?
Yellow flag.
Tyre status.
Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tyres.
So he's telling me to change.
The track is clear, green flag.
Maybe twat. Oh, bollocks!
9 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, I'm boxing then. DRS is enabled, I'm doing it.
Receive you at the end of this lap.
Let's get mediums on.
Okay, don't worry about that timing for now. We can work on a new
Yeah, you can do it later, mate. Suck my dick. Right, we're going to go for mediums. Verstappen's in as well, so that helps. Please get out in front of it. Oh, yeah, of course, he's in a different garage, isn't he?
Perfect job from
So what
you
does Max
and
go
the
on to?
crew
Max
there,
goes
mate.
onto
We
the
can relax
hards.
with that.
That's interesting because it doesn't. It says that it's going
Lewis is
to
in
rain
the pits
again
now.
in another 10 minutes. So I'm kind of tempted to not go on to hard. What's the point? See a massive difference there because all of a sudden now,
Okay, this is not your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting them. They're going to be coming in soon.
yeah, all of a sudden now, the car feels good. There's a bit of understeer in the car, but look how much the understeer is now coming in versus the oversteer. I haven't even changed the front wing angle. It's the same. It's mad. McLaren failed to box Norris as well, which is interesting.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of
Mate,
the car
I'm
ahead.
5
Try and get
seconds
past
back.
as
I'm
soon
not
as
in the
possible.
turbulent wake, you pillock. No way am I in the turbulent wake. Go home. Rethink your life. Sweet. Right, we're going to take the lead back. I'm going to set the fast lap of the race.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come
Now,
on.
where this strategy could go tits up is if it doesn't rain, if it rains again, but not enough for you to go on to wets. Because everyone might try and hard tyre it to the end. That's where things can go tits up for me. If it doesn't, though, we're fine. And all of a sudden now, you'll never guess what, everyone. Car feels fine.
5 minutes until rain.
Right,
falls
5 minutes till
expected.
some more
5
rain.
minutes
Cool.
till rain.
Wish I'd known that at a different point.
tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus
Sweet.
on driving.
Okay. We are looking good, feeling comfortable, and we are extending the gap. I keep getting caught on that curb. The inside curb, I'm taking too much of it and then I'm catching it. So then I'm turning too heavy to get back onto the other side when I don't need to, you know? And there. Fuck's sake.
Gap to your teammate behind, 0.4 seconds.
So unnecessary.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty.
It's gotta happen, I suppose.
Go against that finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Okay, mate. Picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please.
So we need to use the RS in overtake mode. Fair enough. I guess we will do that. For 4 laps in a row. Cool.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Going strongly, by the way. Nice pace. Fuck you, Leclerc. Fuck you, Hamilton. Eat my laps. Got my nose! What's the difference in pace between me and Max?
Verstappen behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Last lap time, 1 minute, 0.6.
That didn't help me at all. Did he say 14.6? I wasn't paying attention, I'm not gonna lie. We're into the 12s now. These are key laps because, of course, if the rain comes again, which it's due to arrive, then we aren't going to get any quicker laps in, if that makes sense. So we want to secure the fastest lap point kind of now. Oh, good through there. That was fucking deep. Made it deep. Cool. Gap's 9.2 now. We're pulling away. It comes back at me on the straights. Whoa. I don't like that last chicane, it just doesn't feel great to work with.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
I think we definitely, though, need to dial out front wing. Still, I know in the dry it feels better to race with, but it's still not nice. I don't know. It's almost like when I have maximum grip in qualifying, I can work with it, but in the race, it's not quite right for me. I think maybe another 2 clicks out. I've definitely got some issues with rear braking though. Saying all this while I'm pulling away out front. What a horrible life.
Didn't quite get what we needed out of that, I'm afraid, but
Oh
don't worry
shit, I
about it.
forgot
We'll
about the
really get our
ERS.
chin up, and let's focus
I
to the
start for a little bit and then I just go into... Oh, bollocks. My bad. I'll make up for it by going quickly. I just remembered I've still got a 3-second time penalty to worry about. When's this rain going to come as well? Let's find out, actually.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon. Be careful. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware that it's dry tyre conditions. I wanted to know when it was going to get wet. Seem to have had our fun, though. Tyres are okay. Degradation-wise, I'm talking. Even if it doesn't rain, I'll just go to softs and beat everyone. Alright, I'm not going to get that cocky and confident. Apologies. Purple again.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
We're just going purple, purple, purples right now. We are the purple man. Surprised the gap that Hamilton is to Norris, he's not passed him yet. Just because they're literally within DRS of each other. I don't think Norris is in DRS range of Leclerc. Kind of just expected him to get past, but he's obviously not able to. Gap's just creeping towards the 10-second mark now between myself and Verstappen. Rain is falling again. I can see it. Yeah, rain's falling again. Yeah, 100%. Por favor, merci beaucoup. Right, cool. I'm going to take downforce off the car and restabilize the front ends because it's still not right in this race trim, which is fine. We know why we gone wrong. This is all about learning and improving. Apparently I'm still setting green sectors though, I'm not quite sure how. It's raining.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
I just need to know when the change is, basically. Jeffrey, Marcus, whatever your name is. Bit of oversteer coming back into the car now, which is kind of what we get when the track gets slippier and the rear end is a bit more unstable. So we just need to dial that out. Whilst we're on the dry tyres, all we can really do to help mitigate that is just be a little less aggressive on... see. Just be a little bit careful. In many scenarios, really. Definitely starting to get wet again. At least I had a period of the race where I was on dry tyres, at least. I'd love to see for future F1 games, and I know it'd be very hard to do, but I'd love to see when the track gets drier, like, for example, like if the track dries out, for it to be dry on the racing line and then wet off the racing line until the track dries out, you know, in terms of the weather conditions. It'd be very, very hard to do and very hard to program. 100%, I agree with that. But I just feel like that'd be really cool. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and overtake them.
Tyre condition still looking
Cool.
good.
I would love to be like, just off the racing line,
Track conditions aren't
in the
improved.
wet,
It's your
trying to
choice
overtake
whether
somebody
you
that's
want
on
to
like
sit or
dries
wet
and just,
next time you come in.
you know, go that would be kind of cool. I know esports and those type of drivers would say no because, well, they only, to be honest, this is the problem actually. I don't know whether I should mention this or not, but I swear down, these games are not made for the casual F1 fans. These games are made just to satisfy the esports drivers. That's it. And let's face it, no offense, F1 esports is bollocks. No one cares.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this
Like, I've watched one F1 esports race in my life and it was boring as fuck. None of them are entertaining. So you just go out of your way and be like, oh, this creator doesn't like this and this creator doesn't like that, and oh, it seems like if we don't do this then all of our esports drivers will complain. Let's change the whole game to satisfy them. Did you realise you have a much bigger audience that are not sweaty drivers that just want to have fun? But we don't go that way. We go the other way. See how the front end has become a lot more snappy now? And the rear end is a lot more... I don't like it. Yeah. Welcome to my car.
Okay, conditions are going to keep deteriorating for 10 minutes at least. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
That was worrying.
Tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
So just brave it out, basically. Okay. The rear lock-in's coming back again. Basically, why has it gone wet again? Because it's ruined my experience, my life. Might as well blast some battery.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
No, we are not. No, we are not, sir.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 17.5 seconds. Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've
Shut
gotta
your
have
mouth.
consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
My lap times are all over the place. You now want me to achieve an average lap time for 20.7 in wet conditions.
Tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
I don't quite like that.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track's ready for intermediates yet.
Trust in my engineer, but I'm not liking how slippery it is now. Sweet. We're getting there. Track is getting wetter though, so we've just got to be careful that we don't lose the rear end. Front end's becoming pointy again, a pointy nuisance. But I've got front wing to take out of the car to dial it back to get me back on track.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed
Shut
limit.
up, I'm not
Penalised
pitting
if we exceed
for
it.
wets,
Keep that in mind
for
as you approach.
hards.
we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones, it might be time to come in and change.
Okay. I'll do one more lap. He's only just said that. Fucking hell! Did you see the rear end slide on that one, son? That's cracking. I think everyone else is staying out as well, so basically just going to react to everyone.
Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tyres.
Why would you say that now? Couldn't you say that just before I pitted? Could have pitted? Right, we'll box at the end of the lap then, and we'll go on to set the inters.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Remember, we need to do 30 laps as well on these tyres, give or take to the end. And the inters, we were cooking them, so we need to just be careful of that. There's the confirmation.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further
Thank
updates.
you.
Right, let's have you in at the end of
Confirm my
this
box
lap,
again. Make sure we got inters selected, which we do. Sweet.
Okay, don't worry about that target
Right.
for now. Let's
Yeah,
just
leave that
focus on
alone
this
for a
pit
minute.
stop.
We've got more important things to do. Let's get a fresh set of boots on this car. But at intermediates, back on we go.
Okay, let's
Good
go
stop.
now.
I like that. Fair play.
Perfect job on the turn.
Max is
there,
in as
mate.
well.
Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay,
At least
Lewis is
Hamilton
in for a
pitted.
stop. Okay, stay clear of the white line
So,
on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
We have gone
Cross off the
ahead
track.
and made an adjustment to the front wing now. So we're running 36-35 on the wings now. So again, it's going to be about adjusting. But effectively, oh, Hamilton's got past Norris in the pits. Let's go. Take that. Effectively, we should have now a much less pointier front end. Rear end's still going to be sliding a bit, natural because we are running in the wet. But we should now see the benefits of running with less front wing on the car. Less pointy for these intermediate conditions. And all we need to do is manage the gap, make sure that we do not lose the gap that we've got, make sure that it stays over 3 seconds, and we are okay. Obviously, if we don't, then we're in trouble. Yeah, the car's obviously floaty because of the wet weather, but it definitely feels nicer than what we've had before. Yeah, it's a lot more stable. Yeah, so much more compliant. Rear end's not really trying to give way either. Yeah, we dialed it out, I think, quite nicely. I think we've done a good thing. What we need to do now, though, of course, is to make sure these tyres last to the end. Don't overheat them. Don't kill them. And we'll be okay. Basically.
Gap to your teammate behind, 21.5 seconds. you, mate. After that front wing damage, we've got to look after it now. Please protect the front
I've got
wing.
front wing damage. Didn't notice. Do I?
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, I don't even have front wing damage. Why are you giving me an objective to not damage my front wing when I've not damaged my front wing? What a weird objective. Well, sorry, no. It's not a weird objective in the fact of avoid damaging your front wing for 5 laps. Completely fine. But it's literally there being like, yeah, bro, you damaged your wing, bro. So, like, don't do it again. And I'm like, I never did. How weird. Also, this rain is a lot worse than the rain earlier in the race. Just because you can see from the track surface. So, it's basically like
We've got a lot of spare energy.
fully inters at this point.
Overtake button.
Which is not an issue for me, really. I seem to have nullified the downforce issues that I was having. Not the downforce, sorry, the instability of the car and the balance, which is really good. I'm really happy that I managed to find the sweet spot, just taking out some more front wing.
Okay, I think we're still the right tyres for the time being.
I've noticed that I am catching the cars ahead in terms of lapping them. I don't think I'll get to them in time. My ear is itchy as hell, man. There you go. Ow. Bugging the hell out of me, man. Imagine that if you're in a race and you're just constantly itchy. You know when you get that point where you scratch one part of your body, then a different part of your body's itchy, and then another part of your body's itchy? It drives me mad. I guess you'd be more focused on other things, to be honest, in the car than focusing on what bits become itchy. Like, I'm now had a difficult, annoying ear. I've got a scratch on my nose. Do I be like a softie and complain that the front end is no longer biting as much as I want it to? Okay, it is biting a bit. It's, I don't know. Car's way better than what it was in the first intermediate stint. But I still feel like I'm lacking something. I guess it's a good thing though. Like, the car you set up will never be perfect. There's always somewhere that you can find more time. And I like that I'm still trying to find time. Just, I don't know. I feel like I haven't been able this entire race to get the perfect blend of the front and the rear working in tandem. If I could chuck them at once, to be honest. It's bad, yeah, I get it, but it's not being rude. I say that. I think I'm just not understanding my braking points enough. I'm not braking to the gear that I need to be braking per corner.
Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Right, something's going wrong with the car now. Is it getting to full wets now?
Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay, the worse it's going to get.
So that's why the car's getting worse. Question is anybody really going to bother going to full wets? I guess we'll wait and see, really.
Okay, it's borderline, mate, but if I were you, I'd come in and change tyres. I'm just not sure we're the right ones for these conditions anymore.
I'll leave it one more lap and see what other people do. Whether I just manage the gap that I've got, because if I don't, I've got to pass Verstappen and then make sure that the gap is enough. I could build a 3 second. If I had a no 3 second time penalty, I probably would have pitted. There's no point whilst I do, because I'm going to have to gain and pass him. But do I just do it for the content? I feel like I just do it for the content.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I've got time to do something about it.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Full wet seems like the best tyre for now.
The rain's getting lighter though. Maybe I won't pit then. Maybe I'll just stay out. Whoa. Just out of curiosity, has anybody pitted for wets? No, no one. Fair enough. I just wanted to see.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Blue flags, Hulk. Get out my way. Cute.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.6 seconds.
Whoa.
Tyre condition still looking good. The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
Yeah, there's no point. I don't really see the need to pit for wets. Keep saying the rain's getting lighter. I don't want to get into it. Basically, it's going to tell us to the end. I'll box and do it. I don't want to get into the problem of pitting, being quicker for like a lap or two, and then them closing up on me, and my 3 second time penalty comes back to bite me. Probably going to be a 6 second time penalty now by the time I'm done with this race. Right, catching up to... Who are we catching up to? Joe and Sargent. The two drivers we've been discussing today about how useless they've been. One man that's not in F1 anymore. And one man that is, well... he won't be in F1 next year, let's put it that way. And still bad. So, best of both worlds, really. The gentlemen themselves. Whoa. Joe's going to let us through. Well, he's moved out of the way. Weirdly. Cool. Easing it through. Whoa.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Sound. Right, what's the track saying?
Full wet seem like the best tyre for now.
Still back in the falls. Although, the track surface I think just changed then. Yeah, it has. Track surface has changed again. So there's a bit of a darker sheen on the main racing line, which kind of symbolises it's drying out.
Battery charge is
I also
high. Let's use
believe
that overtake
that
button
the
a bit more.
what's it called? The weather, the rain has lightened up. So while I think it would have been fun to full wet it, I just think the gap would have probably closed towards the end, like these final 2 laps. Because you'll probably say very shortly that the inters will be the way to go. Maybe on the last lap we'll get like that comparison to kind of show it. Oops, a bit of a dink. Nothing that'll buff out. And a mop and polish. It's been a very, very good Grand Prix weekend though. The car's been fast. I felt great for kind of all of it. I say kind of all of it. I've not felt great with the car, but I've just been... Canada's a track where no matter what, you can abuse your pace versus the AIs. There is no denying it whatsoever. Last lap now, I'll show you where you are quicker / slower than the AIs, because it never changes. Normally, it just stays the same. You know, they lack consistency. Also, by the way...
Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment.
Alright, fair enough. Apparently they're both equal to each other now. But going through here now, right, on the last lap here,
Okay, mate.
so
Final lap of the race. Final lap.
through turns 1 and 2, you're always normally quicker than them. I've just set myself up horribly wrong through here, so bear with that. But you're normally faster than the AIs through here. This section, you're quicker, always. You take more curb each side. You'll always build out a gap. Now you're quicker in this corner as well. You will always be slower on the exit of this corner. No matter what, the AIs will always get better traction than you. It's just how it works. Into here, you're basically equal. Exit, AIs will have you, no matter what you try. AIs on the second part of the chicane, they'll always have you, they'll always be quicker. Into this hairpin, it's basically equal. It's fully equal all the way around. And then on the straight, depends on your downforce levels really, obviously, which one goes where. And in this last chicane, you are miles faster than them. No matter what you take through here, pace-wise, you just get around and you blitz it, and then that's how you do it. We're going to come across the line to win the Canadian Grand Prix, and that is a lovely way to round off this race weekend. Love that. Love this track.
Oh, superb drive.
Felt great.
That is the Race
Sweet,
win,
man.
my friend.
Love that.
Well done.
They take the checkered flag then.
Well, there we go then.
In what has been another
Mercedes-Benz back on
fabulous
top
Grand
again
Prix.
for another race win.
Wow, that's 3 wins
Cheers for
in a
that
row.
one, Sebastian, mate.
Really are
Appreciate you
on
jumping in and out of the stream, by the way, as well.
Great momentum.
Much appreciated. Obviously, I know you can
Look out for.
be doing plenty of other things with your time. So to jump in and out of the stream, mate, I really do appreciate it a lot, genuinely. So thank you for that.
And I can see the drivers
As for us, though,
approach the podium for
we'll
the
take that.
victory
We'll take the win.
celebrations.
We're going to jump onto the top
Victory
step of the
today.
podium. We're going to celebrate like
Everybody
mad.
played their part.
Verstappen's pissed because he's not winning anymore.
Congratulations then
Just
to
like in real
Mercedes.
life, because
Your
McLaren are
race
going to beat them in
winners.
every championship possible. Because they're goats. I mean, they're not. I mean, they're weird, McLaren. They're great, but they're weird. Especially Will Joseph and Lando. They're a partnership I just don't like. 30 seconds behind the teammate driver of the day. I know, it gives me like, it just gives me Verstappen vibes from 2018 where he was just getting voted driver of the day for everything, even when he was just crashing all the time. It's quite funny. How did he even get on?
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
I guess in his validation, he did start 7th and finish 4th, so he did gain a couple of places. I know I've beaten him by 30 seconds, you're right. I have also got a time penalty in there as well. So I guess maybe because he provided some entertainment, but then one of his overtakes was in the pit lane, so it's fraudulent. I want the driver of the day. Looking at the Drivers' Championship standings, Max Verstappen leads the Drivers' Championship, but we have cut the gap down to 5 points between myself and Verstappen. It's getting closer between me and the Red Bull driver. Lando Norris is 3rd in the championship with 39 points. Lewis Hamilton is 4th with 51 points ahead of Charles Leclerc, who's on 55 points behind the championship leader. And then Sergio Perez is on 41 points, behind the championship leader. Constructors' Championship, we have, I believe, if my maths is correct, overtaken Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship. We are now top of the Constructors with 152 points, and Red Bull are on 145. I just want to validate that that's correct. So we beat Verstappen, so we got 8 points on him. And Hamilton got 6 points on Perez. Yeah, so we've jumped them in the Constructors as well. So perfect weekend. Perfect weekend indeed. We needed that. What I really want to try and do is to let... My rival is Logan Sargent. You taking the piss? Why is it Logan Sargent? Why is he my rival? What? That doesn't make sense. What? Why? Well, at least we're going to get to a 70 rated, though. And all the way halfway up to 71, so we take that. So, by getting to a 70 rated, it means that we're basically where we are, really. We're nowhere. It is what it is, I guess, on that front. New perk, though, manufacturing. Expert we are now. We're an expert in manufacturing. Strategy analysis, we'll kind of take that. Material fabrication planner and a quality assurance tester. Do you want to join the F124 League Racing Discord? I'm going to say no. I don't mean to make that sound nasty, if that makes sense. I don't want it to come across that way. I mean, the two things is, firstly, I will never ever have time to do league racing, like, ever. And it's just something I don't like. But all the best, mate. I hope you enjoy. Hope whatever league race you're in, or whatever you're doing, you're smashing it. You're beating everyone. Obviously, you need to smash everyone and beat them. It is what it, it's how it goes. You got to batter them. So hopefully you're battering them, and you're making them complain that you're cheating in the game because you're constantly battering them all the time. But it's just not something that I like. But I appreciate the invitation. I do. Thank you. But that is going to be it for this race. I think Hamilton's doing more. Hamilton's just upgrading everything right now. What is he even doing these days? So he's looking. That's available for Hamilton to do. We could do some work on this side, but I'm not that bothered. I'm not going to lie to you. So Hamilton's done that one. I did the ignition system. So maybe I'll go for the ERS for the next race. That's all good, mate. Thanks a bunch. I'm trying my best, but I have the worst odds. I'm the least skilled on the grid. Mate, I mean, if you're somebody that likes league racing, now I personally don't like league racing, but if you're somebody that likes league racing, you just gotta, if you've got the time and the effort, like, just keep on practicing. Like, for you, going into a league race and being the least skilled out of the people that you're with, whether you're your friends or whether they are just some random people that have just entered into the league, it's really not a bad thing in the slightest. It's always better to go into one of those league races, or a league series, should I say, being the worst, and then building yourself up. I literally did not activate you, Siri. Being the worst, and then working your way up. Because if you went into that with the most amount of skill, everybody's looking at you, and everybody wants to beat you. Like, you know, in real life F1 now. But if you start then struggling to perform, then people will, funnily enough, people will then mock you more because you fell, you know, and then because the day and age we live in, it'll be, oh, you're just seeing loads of L's now. Oh, you fell off, bro, or this, that, and the other. Like, being the least skilled on the grid, you can kind of just look at it and have that opportunity to learn off of the people that you race with. And obviously, at the end of the day, build friendships. Like, a lot of my close friendships in my life have come from either my YouTube or from online, you know, just being online. Like, the reason that my best friend is Sam is because of YouTube and F1. If I didn't do F1 YouTube, we would have never known the two of us existed. So just keep doing what you do, mate. Just keep practicing. Just have a look at setups, have a look at videos and stuff like that. Don't take any tips from me on how to race because I suck. But just have fun. That's the most important thing, is just try to at least enjoy doing your racing. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're at the back of the grid, but you're racing clean, most likely you'll gain loads of places because people highly competitive further up will just crash all the time. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much and it kind of helped out in that sense. So Hamilton's having a look at what's Hamilton doing? So I've done a lot of these ones. Monocoque, no. Hamilton, that. So I'm going to focus on the powertrain. So I'm going to get the statutory rotors in. And then I'm going to get the... Oh, I can't because of the thingies. I'd rather an ERS upgrade for Silverstone, I guess. So we'll take that. And I guess with 500 points, can I do anything on this side? Can I do anything here? Oh, so Hamilton's developing the front nose. Gotcha. Fine. Makes sense. I don't have enough to do the rear wing. All I can really do is either save my points or put in a durability upgrade on the car, basically. And I cannot be bothered, to be honest. That's how I work it. I can't be bothered to put an upgrade on the durability. No way. I'll let Hamilton do that one, and then we kind of work it from there. So, right, we'll blast it on from there. Thanks for that, Bud. You just earned yourself a subscription. I appreciate that, Cole. I really do. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and dropping a sub. And for anybody else out there, as this stream is about to end, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop it a like. And for anybody else, like Cole, that's new around here and wants to subscribe, if you enjoyed the content you do see and have a fun, have a blast, enjoy yourselves, be sure to do so. It goes a long, long way for me. I'm not sure when the next stream for the career mode will be. It'll be when I can get myself some time and some space to do it. But it'll be the Spanish Grand Prix. And I'll see you guys for that one. So thank you very much for watching.